you can't have a 130 event series and let the winner be decided by two events. When I first saw the Phil tweet, I knew that there was a couple of lies in there, and that really hurt me. As a friend of Phil's, he didn't reach out and talk to me about any of this stuff. If he called me and asked any of this stuff, I could have squashed it initially. I get his mindset of and people thinking Grinder should have won. Him saying that a lot of my friends are saying I'm embarrassed. He talked to one person, being Matt Glantz, and Glantz said, "There's no way. I've known you too well for too long. I would never describe you being embarrassed about winning Player of the Year." People bring up the ladies' event, other controversies I've been involved in. I don't care people's image or opinion of me. So, and the other thing was I had influence in the World Series, and so after I read that stuff, my wife was doing something where she was out of the house for a few hours, and I basically told her like, "Hey, give you a heads up. There's gonna be Twitter drama tonight. I'm getting in the muck. You're gonna have to deal with the kids." And she said, "What happened?" So I tell her, Helmuth put out this tweet about Player of the Year, and I'm livid. So she said, "I'll be home in an hour. Wait for me. Don't respond without me." And so she came home, put the kids to bed with me, listened to the tweet, read the tweet, and she just went on a fucking warpath. I mean, she just sat there for an hour constructing our statement, what I wanted to say. She left out a few things that I wanted to say because she was like, "Let's not make this personal. Let's just speak the facts." And I think the way she worded it, the way she organized it, is better than I could ever do. It's funny because there's literally I think it was Poker Org or Poker News article where Helmuth is like, "Oh, well, this going from unlimited to 10 will really screw over Sean Deeb because he can't just min cash his way there." So, people have used that excuse against me in Player of the Year. But the whole reason I won Player of the Year this year was not because of my bottom scores, because of my top scores. I mean, I'm as far as I know, I'm the first person to ever have three top threes at one World Series. Like, no one has ever done that, and it's not. It was first, 3 seconds, and a third. And Phil in all his speech kept talking about all these seconds, all these seconds. He never really spoke about me winning a tournament, and let alone saying that he says the PPC is the second most prestigious tournament. Well, why, Phil? Because you value it that way. The 100K PLO was a higher buy-in, had more players, so and I think it's a much tougher field. If you look at the ROI of the best player in the PLO, it's much lower than the highest ROI in the PPC. The PPC has a 9-game mix, so much people don't know all the games, while the PLO, where some of the killers of the killers of the PLO specialists. You can't have a 130 event series and let the winner be decided by two events.